everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Vikings going up against the Packers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On second down, Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go now. Back 30.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on set. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They come out here in the eye.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Dorsett, the man in motion. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger going up top and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Ben to throw again. He completes it to Peak. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Red zone opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They go back to the air here after the INT. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Flex round!
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Brissett. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Still going. And he's going to go. Mac Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Mac Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go!
Brissett on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come up in an offset eye. The play clock's running down. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
On third down, Brissett. He finds Beckham complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they're operating in the red zone. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time running out here on the play clock.
Here we go!
Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One man in the backfield. That's Jones. They go play action with Brissett. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! White 90! What?
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. That's caught at the 1. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I.
Here we go!
They'll bring a tight end in motion. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go.
Play action now. Brissett. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And able to find Dorsett. 15 yards there for number 15.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here we go.
Now Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27. Devin McCourty brings him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So now Travis Coons on for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Coons back out now to kick this away after the made field goal. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out here in the eye. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
fresh set of downs here. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Brissett now on second down. And caught left side, Olsen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Play clock winding down. On third down, Brissett. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They come out here in the I.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll run for it. Langford. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Second down following the run. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And big bit intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah,
and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time running out here on the play clock. Play action now. Brissett. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
On second down, Brissett again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Roethlisberger to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he won't go down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Right there. 54. Right there.
Again, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
We got 3. Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Flex round. Flex round. Hey, check 25. Ohio. Switch gears. Here we go.
1 man in the backfield. That's Jones.
Ohio. Watch out.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Here's Matt Darr now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's pulled in at the 32. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the left side, this is Stills. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Now that has to be fun for a head coach to watch. They've been working on clock management since the first day they went to camp. And guess what? It all came together there. A team that understood the situation, got out of bounds, and stopped the clock.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets it here to Peak. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's always interesting to watch a player fight his own instincts, because when you're a ball carrier, you're taught to fight for every inch, every yard. But in this situation, the smart play was to get out of bounds, and that's exactly what he did.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to... do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Back to throw. Surveying the field. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular